Good afternoon. This is your Bishop, Khalif Yamant Lacey, and today we will be discussing the Yahweh Restoration Bible. Also, we will be reading a Yahweh publication about Yahshua, the true name of the Son of the Father. Also, we'll be talking about celebrating New Year's Eve, which we won't be celebrating because of the paganism and the rituals and the idols. It's not history. It's not Yahweh's history. It's not true. There are certain months that we don't go by, and there are certain times that we don't go by. The beginning of a month is when you see the crescent moon, and when there is no moon, that is the end of the month. And it says in the Word, you shall know the moon and the new month by the sign of sight, not by calculations, not by numbers, not by taking 3 days from February, so forth and so on. But I'm going to go on as follows. Yahshua obeyed and taught the obedience by words. An example. Of all the mistruths about him, however, the most perennious regard to salvation completely misconstrues the Son's purpose for coming to this earth. Many have the image of an enigmatic Son who came bringing simple grace and faith to replace the failed law of his Father. This widespread myth is openly expressed in traditional teachings, in spite of Yahshua's clear and unambiguous personal testimony to the contrary. He said, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one title shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled." Matthew 5:17 and 18. So long as this universe exists, so does every aspect of the law. He said so himself. Many read fulfill and still think do away with. This attributed to the endless chorus of clerics who find Yahweh's laws contemptible and teach against it in every opportunity. And no wonder, it is Yahweh's laws that separate true faith from many false ones. Revelation 14:12. His way of the truth is guided by his laws and commands, and to learn of his truth is to begin obeying them. What exactly did Yahshua mean by fulfill? If I fulfill my obligations, I complete them. I do everything I was obligated to do. If Yahshua fulfilled the law, he did what the law required. He did it perfectly without sin. We know this to be fact because he did no sin. 1 Peter 2:21 and 22. And sin is defined as the transgression of law. 1 John 3:4. Being sinless and not transgressing the law means to be in perfect subjection and obedience to it, because he was our example. He showed us the necessity to obey the Father's laws, just as he did. Verse 21. See also Philippians 2:5 and 1 John 2:6. Many use this term, Mosaic law, in disparaging the way, saying that ancient Israel obedience to the Mosaic law is not necessary today. Yet in Acts 7:38, it is New Testament, we read that Moses at Mount Sinai received the living, lively oracles to give unto us. Oracles refer directly to Yahweh's spoken words, which were given unto Moses at Mount Sinai. In Romans 9:4, Paul explains that spiritual Israelis today are those who get the adoption, the glory, the covenants of the giving law, the service of Yahweh, the promises. Peter says the ministers are to speak the law of Yahweh. 1 Peter 4:11. Yet few have the desire or courage to do what Peter said. I do. Yahweh's laws are perfect, and they convert the soul. Psalm 19:7 tells us, far from being a burden, obedience to his laws changes us, shows us love for him, and carries untold blessings as well. For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. 1 John 5:3. I would like to thank you guys so much for giving me your ear today. This is Yahweh's day. It is not an Eve. You see how they took the mother of Adam and the first mother of the Israelis, and they put it on a holiday. You see how they put Eve's name on everything. She has nothing to do with this new year. And if you guys do your homework, learn the months that Yahweh gave us. You guys call him God, but he still gave you months. Learn those. Ministers today, And a lot of churches, they go on the Roman Catholics. And then the black preachers, they go on off an oppressed teaching. Like, I beat this into you. So that's all you guys know from 1964 when we were segregated, allowed to go to school with white people. And that's all we know. So I'm keeping it real. You don't like it, so be it. The truth is the truth. Let it be so in the name of Yahweh. Thank you guys. Live on and prosper and be great in the name of Yahweh. Live these laws. They're right here. This is what gets you guys your ticket to heaven. You are not saved by anything that you do. Grace is given by Yahweh. It has nothing to do with anything you've done. And once you know you've been saved by grace, now it's your job to follow the laws and do good works. And that's how you get your ticket. So everybody punch your ticket because the time is coming.